Simon & Schuster Audio presents Aftertaste, a novel by Daria Lavelle. Read by Fliakos with Tessa Albertson, André Santana, and Kristen Sieh.
While the ultimate message of this book is uplifting and hopeful, the story explores heavy themes, including grief and suicide. For James, the salt in my banquet. Part 1. Mouthfeels. My father died when I was young. That is the central tragedy of my life. But his spirit never left me, and that may be the defining miracle of my life. Eric Repair, 32 yolks. Bitter. The first time Konstantin Duhovny tasted something he hadn't actually eaten, he was 11, seated on the edge of the public pool in Brighton Beach, his heels churning gray water into foam. He was watching the backs of the other boys, the ones he was supposed to be swimming with, but who never invited him, even out of politeness, into their circle, as they splashed about, showing off handstands and lung capacities, spouting chlorinated water a foot into the air like porpoises. He watched them all afternoon. Mitya and Sasha and Misha K and Misha B, whom they kept calling Bear because of the thick black hair up and down his back, until one by one their fathers finished their waterlogged Russkaya reklamas, scratched their nipples through threadbare white undershirts, and peeled their pasty bodies from the rubber loungers, signaling quitting time. Kostya had come chaperoned by his cousin Valeric, not his real cousin, but the teenage son of Totya Natasha, not his real aunt, but an acquaintance of his mother's, who had promptly dumped him when his girlfriend whispered something about a kissing booth at the boardwalk nearby. "Don't you move," Valeric had hissed at Kostya. "I'll be back." That had been 2 hours ago. As the last boy, Mitya, raised the handle of the chain-link fence, Kostya felt himself blister with jealousy. There was no one to ferry him home, just like there had been no one to slather sunblock onto his back, which he could already feel was red and tight and burnt, and just like there would be no one to teach him how to talk to these boys in a way that made it clear that he was one of them. But then, of course, he wasn't one of them. Their fathers were alive. He kicked faster at the water, kicked violently, kicked at the fathers and sons, kicked at the great cavity of longing and...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?